Welcome everybody to our webinar on teaching speaking with technology. So to start, I would like to ask you, what's your feeling of the day? If you have a piece of good news to share. And in the third place, what do you expect to learn today? For example, my feeling of the day.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mika. I think that you're in your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes, we can now.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm feeling excited, for example. So mine is excitement. Lovely. Any piece of good news? Motivated, says Mariana. That's nice. Fantastic. Lovely. Oh, your friend's getting married there. Well done. Congratulations. Okay, smiley Melissa. Fantastic. Well rested. That's great, Agustina. And that's not often for us as English teachers. Carolina is feeling great. About to change jobs. Lovely. Good to see that you expect to learn new things. I hope we meet your expectations. That's great. All right, fantastic. Welcome, Laura. We are sharing our feelings of the day, piece of good news and expectations. Fantastic. So let's jump into the signpost. So today we will look into spoken discourse features and speaking subskills. We will explore activities where circumlocution, relevant length, and intonation are used, and how they can be enhanced by technology.
Well, as you know, in our previous webinars about teaching writing, we mentioned different skills that were related to of course, to teaching, to the written skills, the writing skills. Now we're going to focus in the speaking skills, and as you can see here, we have a set of different skills that our students can develop. For example, in the first one, we have paralinguistics, layout, and intonation. One of these is related to written discourse, and the other two are related to spoken discourse. Can you tell me which one is the odd? Can you tell me which? So we can take it out and just stick with our speaking skills. For example, paralinguistics, okay, which are very, very nice, Agustina, very nice, Carolina, exactly. Our odd one, again, it's layout, which is related to part of writing. Now, in the next one, we have pauses, circumlocution, and cohesive devices. Which one is the odd one? Which one is not related to spoken discourse? Are those pauses? Do we pause when we write? Okay, hello, Laura. You can't listen. Maybe you need to check. Okay, maybe your volume. Cohesive devices. Thank you very much, Carolina. Exactly. Yes, cohesive devices are related to written discourse. And last one, we have text organization, relevant length, and repetition. Hello, Miss. Hello, Trevor. Which of these is not related to spoken discourse? Yes. Well, anyways, we generally try to talk or to guide our students to organize the text. For example, when it's an essay or when it's or an email, we try to focus on text organization. However, today we're focusing on the rest of all of these skills. Linguistic, which is precisely we'll focus in circumlocution, intonation, and relevant length.
Indeed, exactly. What would you say intonation is about? Any ideas? What comes to mind? Is it about what we say or how we say it? Rhythm, the way we speak, exactly. How we say it. Bullseye. Circumlocution, any ideas? Relevant length? The tone of your voice, rising and falling. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we will see this in details in a few minutes. The first idea we will address is one-word dialogues. So we will see relevant length. And for this, I have a question for you. How much time are speakers expected to be talking about the weather? And how much time are they expected to be talking about at an interview? How can you compare these situations? Is it the same time? Which one is longer? Which one is shorter?
I think an interview is longer.
Definitely fair. Exactly. You see? So this is very important to raise awareness. And to compare the relevant length, we need to think of situations as these examples. Now I will show you a video of two speakers, and I would like you to tell me if they maintain a meaningful communication, and also if the length is relevant and appropriate. Okay, you're ready. Let me share my computer sound. Okay, let's go. Hungry?
Yep.
Chinese?
Nah.
Mexican?
Maybe.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think? Is it appropriate? Yes, no? Is it meaningful? Okay, the length is not relevant. Carolina, can you expand? What do you mean it's not relevant? You can turn your microphone on if you want. What do you think?
Hello. I think that you don't need to explain, to give more explanations. So she's asking short questions and is a yes, no. I think the man doesn't need to expand. That is, for me, the length is not relevant. That was my opinion.
Okay, Carolina. Yes, exactly. What you mean is that the length is appropriate, okay? Because they can still understand.
Yes, we can understand. Yes.
Exactly. So what wouldn't be appropriate would be that the speakers use the formal language, right? If they said, would you like to eat Chinese food? So that is the main difference, right? Okay. So Now it's time to practice. So let's go to a hands-on activity. Brilliant, Carolina. Thank you. So for this, you will go to breakout rooms and you will choose a situation. Okay, you will decide with your new teacher friend, probably. You choose a situation where short utterances are relevant and appropriate. For example, at a party, deciding to go to a restaurant, etc. You will create a one-word dialogue as the one you have just seen. And the team who creates the longest one-word dialogue is the winner. Okay, so we will go to breakout rooms, but before we do, are we creating a text or a one-word dialogue?
One-word dialogue.
One-word dialogue. Excellent. Yes, brilliant. Okay, so the longest the dialogue, the worse or the better?
The longest, the better.
Exactly. Brilliant. Okay, so now let's go. All right. Everybody's back. Brilliant. Okay, were you able to do it? Was the task achievable? Yes? No? No, yes, it's yes. Fantastic. All right. Okay, who wants to share the one word dialogue? Anybody? Carolina? Yes, brilliant.
Okay, so we were with Carolina together. So I start asking her a question and she will answer. So,
Okay.
name,
Carolina,
age,
33,
country,
Argentina,
job,
teacher,
favorite movie,
Titanic,
favorite food,
pasta,
favorite color,
purple,
type of music,
pop.
dance.
Yes.
Good. That's it.
Good.
Wow, that's the longest one-word dialogue ever. Who can beat them? Any of you? Who wants to try? Who wants to share? Anybody?
We can try, but our dialogue is not longer than their dialogue.
Okay, let's see.
Shall we describe the situation where we?
Oh, please.
What the situation is or not?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay, we are friends sitting at a restaurant about to have lunch, and we are reading the menu. Okay, pizza,
Pasta?
really?
Yeah.
Okay, drinks,
Soda.
no,
Wine?
definitely.
Great.
That's it.
Oh, nice. That was very nice. Excellent, excellent. You see? And it's very important that we really notice that we can still convey ideas using just one word. Okay. Okay, now let's go to our second idea. That is about using teleprompters. Yeah. So this idea is related to, you know, how TV presenters use the auto cue, this system of teleprompters, to practice intonation, yeah, in terms of stressing, chunking, and pausing. So look at these statements and tell me which ones have been chunked incorrectly.
Which of these pauses do not seem natural to a speaker?
Go to A and C. All right, let's see. So the first one is the person who never made a mistake never made anything. B, the person who never made a mistake, never made anything. The person who never made a mistake, never made anything. B and C. Yes. Yeah. B and C, definitely. When you read it, you can spot it more naturally. Exactly. You see, and how do you think this is important? What do you think? These side of exercises, I mean. For what? To raise awareness about
I think that is important. Intonation is important in this case because to get the message across. Because if you pause all the time, it's going to be difficult for the other person to understand you.
Exactly. Very important. And also, if you read a second, for example, with these pauses, it can have a complete different meaning. You see. It can sound like we are talking about one specific person we both know, right? And the third one is, yes, it's completely unnatural. So the listener understands our message exactly, and that's how we need to train our students in these kind of practices. So for this, we are going to use Google Docs, and I'm going to share with you a very simple exercise on how we can go about this on Google Docs. Thank you, Julio. So we are going to share with you, or Julio share with you, a link to this document, and you will see that it'll ask for you to create a copy, all right, of the document. Do you know how to do that on Google Docs? So I'm going to show you how to do it very quickly. Can you all see my screen? Perfect.
Yes.
So once you create Google Docs, you will come to the part that says edit, and you will delete it, okay? And here you will write copy. And you click on enter, and will generate this link for your students. So you can create one single document and get everybody to have a different copy of the document, okay? This works for any Google app, okay? It can be with forms, with slides, with Excel files, anything, okay? Right, now you can go to the document and chunk the sentences. Okay, you have one as an example. Yes. And you are meant to chunk the second and the third. Where would you place the pauses?
Do we have to write there on the file?
Yes. Yeah, you're supposed to go to the file, yes.
To make it quicker, you can copy and paste and just add the spaces where you think they should be.
Okay. Brilliant. Who wants to share? Let's see. Mika, you look so eager to share.
I was so concentrating rereading what I did. If you want, I can share. I can try to read. Let's see. We see pictures of floods, fires, and heat waves on TV news. Not so many pauses. It's different
okay.
now that I say it.
No, but it's okay. It's effective. Very nice. Thank you. So I'm going to show you very quickly. So this was taken from Break News English. Maybe you know this webpage already. So you can do this. I mean, you can get learners to read and go to the part that says listen. Click there. And then you can choose the speed that you want and get learners to compare if their chunking was effective with
Scientists say July was hottest month ever. This is breakingnewsenglish.com. We hear about climate change pretty much every day now. We see pictures of floods, fires and heat waves on TV news.
Okay, was it similar to yours, Mika? Yeah, it was. It was very simple, okay. But you see, this you can do this with your students and raise some awareness about this. All right, so let's move forward. So as we said before, we're using teleprompters help us focus on intonation, that's to say meaning over form, chunking, and this helps students to focus not in individual words, but in complete phrases, okay? Stressing, focus on sentence level, this notion of stressing words at the end of a thought or a thought group or chunk. And with all these features, we are helping students become more autonomous communicators, okay? And communicating more accurately. All right, now it's time to play a very simple game that is Taboo. Julio, would you like to introduce us to this game?
Okay, for this game, it's very simple. As you see, we have one word in red and other words in the same chart. So you need to make people try to guess the word in red without using the words below. Okay. For example, if I want you to guess the word subway, of course, you won't be seeing my chart. I would say, well, it's 2 pieces of bread with you can use ham. And it's also you can find it in different places in town. Okay, so my goal is try for you to guess this word. We're going to try to do this with some of you. I think that Micaela is eager to help us too. So I'm going to share with Micaela one of the charts. Okay, so that she can try to help us play this game. Okay, give me a second. I'm sharing it with you, Mika. And I want you to explain us. There you have. Okay, there you have the chart, Mika. You can download it and try to make us guess which word is that.
I'm afraid you share with everybody.
Yeah, but only Mika will download it because I know.
Okay, please. Be honest, do not download it.
So you have it, Mika?
So this Mika.
No, you have to describe it. You have to describe it without saying the words below.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Mika.
Yeah, it was me, Julia.
So let me see. Okay, now I can see it. Give me a second.
Okay, now Mika, sorry. The rest you can use the chat. You can turn on your microphone to guess the word.
Pardon?
Now I'm just talking to the rest. They can try to guess which word it is using the chat or the microphone.
Great. So this is a scary being. it can appear in many horror movies, especially fantastic ones, and it's not a ghost. And there is
Zombie.
a very, pardon?
Zombie.
No, there is a movie by Disney Pixar where you can see lots of them.
Monsters.
Yes,
Exactly. Exactly.
that was the word. Good.
Very nice. Thank you, Mika. Thank you and congratulations, Farah, for guessing that word. Well, it's this game helps us in many different ways. Okay, first, it helps us with our students to use lots of vocabulary that they already have. If you allow me here, I will show you. Okay. Exactly. Thank you, Mika. For example, you can also help your students to use different vocabulary, such as when to say it looks like, it's circular. You can also, when you are practicing different materials, like what it's made of, and most importantly, you can activate all this knowledge that you have worked previously with your students when they are trying to describe a specific item. This is very important because this is a natural skill. Okay, this is something that we do every day, even in our native language, and encouraging our students to do so in a native language will give them also some will help them to improve and maybe lowering their affective filters towards speaking in English. So if you can continue, Mika.
So to round up, as Julio said, this is training the students in real-time communication skills, yes? Because we train students to give clues about a word that they may not know, they may not remember. So we are preparing them to deal with this problem so as to get them to speak more fluently and to convey their messages when they encounter this problem. And we also think that it's very important that we raise learners' awareness of the linguistic purpose of this game, right? We play games with a purpose in our classrooms. So we need to have a reflective chat after playing this game and get them to reflect on how this can help students to develop their fluency and how they can benefit from this technique so the flow of their speech is not interrupted every time they forget a word or they don't know how to express themselves, and they avoid resorting to Spanish when they forget a word, as I said before. So it's very important that we train them. And it's very funny, as you can see, and you get them to think and to, you know, try to convey the message, to give everybody clues about their words. All right, so for our next session, we will be talking about spoken journals. So we will show you about Notion and how to keep a record of students' spoken evolution throughout time and create a portfolio of their speaking by recording their spontaneous version of speech and improving it. We will give you more details. Also, we will show you well-known tools, for example, wheels and different speaking cards, but we will teach you small tweaks to make it funnier and more engaging, okay? And to finish, please share your main takeaways, ideas that you will implement, any strategy that you liked, and maybe a question that you still have. When you do it, let me tell you that your certificates will be shared in a few minutes, and also you will be added to a Google Classroom with a recording, also with extra material, and with all the links to the games and web pages we talked about today, okay? And thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions, you can come to us and ask. Any comments? Any questions? Fantastic, Carolina. I'm so glad you found them interesting. Nice. Lovely. Okay. Thank you, everybody. See you soon. Have a fantastic afternoon.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything.
Bye-bye. Great to
Bye.
see
Thank
you,
you.
Yustabu. Bye-bye. Thank you. Short dialogues. Great, great people. Thank you. Bye-bye.